bought them out, bought out Wharf Resources. And then they started another subsidiary called Zortman Mining Inc. and then Landusky Mining Inc., a subsidiary of Pegasus. So we found that out by I guess we got interested on when we realized that our fish and wildlife were disappearing in our reservation. We used to hunt and fish and live off the land, and we suspected the mining was causing a lot of problems because they were disappearing. Our fish and wildlife was disappearing, and we didn't know where it was. Finally, we started meeting with some of the people that worked at the mines, which a lot of them were tribal members that worked up there, and they would tell us that in private that they know that they were killing the deer and stuff of fish up there with that poison stuff they used to mine with, and that they had another crew that would come in early in the morning and take the dead carcasses and go bury them before the regular shift would start, and hide the dead animals from the public, you know. And then we wanted to get involved when we realized that it was doing that, so we started a group called Red Thunder Inc. And I believe it is 1989 we started this group, and we got formalized. We put out the word that we needed some attorneys to help us, and we got support from an attorney called Don Marble out of Chester, Montana, and he helped us get organized with the state and the federal government legally, you know. Red Thunder Inc. Under Montana state laws and non-profit status under IRS laws. So then we got more support from them, and then later on we got our traditional people had friends and relatives in the Denver, Colorado area, and they hooked us up with a group called the Land and Water Fund, which was a large environmental law firm down there, and they volunteered to help us. So they helped us look into the environmental laws and file for a what do you call those injunctions in the Interior Board of Land Appeals in Arlington, Virginia. So we won an injunction in 1990s to stop that next expansion because they were expanding a tier at a time. I think they were on their 10th expansion at the time, and they were going to expand another 200 acres for another giant leach pad, the biggest one yet, called the Sullivan Park leach pad, and we stopped that one just before they got done with it. I guess they already started building it, but then later on they won the injunction and they lifted the injunction and let them continue on. So we started this group and we started getting more involved and realizing that they were destroying us and our reservation, our natural environment, and our traditional sacred lands of the Little Rocky Mountains. And we created a video called Indian Tears of Love. We did a documentary video to going around to the old people around the southern end of the reservation and recording on what they had to think about what is going on in the mountains there. And a lot of that was circulated. We used that to circulate amongst the public and to get public support for our cause to try to get them stopped. So we did a pretty good job, I guess, because we were a small group of traditional people on the southern end of the reservation. And we had a lot of help. You know, we had a spiritual advisor named Robert Gopher, came in and helped us from Great Falls, Montana area. Also, we had our environmental attorney, Paul Zog, with the Land and Water Fund in Denver. And we had a film producer, one of our friends named Ollie Zayed from Boulder, Colorado. He came up and helped us do the videotaping and stuff and the documentaries and stuff. Yeah, and 1992 we created another documentary called Extinct Civilization, and we tried to circulate those videos to get public awareness and public support for our cause, to try to bring more awareness, you know, to the problems we were having with this Pegasus Gold Company and their dangerous cyanide. It was brand new, that cyanide heap leaching, and I think they were kind of proud of it, you know, as a mining company would be, I guess. But the way we seen it, it wasn't that good at all. It was detrimental to our people and to the environment and to the fish and wildlife. a lot of the women in Hayes area, which was right below the Landusky mine, were reporting they're having stillbirths, and a lot of sicknesses were popping up over there, and they kind of suspected it might be the mines because the drainages came right down onto our reservation from the mine, from the Landusky mine mainly. The Zorman mine ran east, and the Landusky mine ran onto our reservation. And they thinking it was getting in their drinking water, and that was causing a lot of health problems to our people in the Hayes area. Then in 1993,